Hello, welcome to another video by Dumb Data. In this video, we'll be walking you through the free Matomo campaign URL builder worksheet. So, for example, let's say you are making use of Matomo on your site, Matomo analytics on your site, and you probably don't have Google Analytics for some reason. Let's say for some reasons of data privacy or stuff, or let's say for some reason also you want to just tag your particular campaign using Matomo native campaign tags. Um, Matomo works with UTMs, but let's say, for example, you have your own reasons why you intend using that. Maybe because you don't have Google Analytics, you want on your website due to data privacy, and you want to make use of Matomo campaigns, Matomo native campaign tags. So all you have to do is just we have a worksheet that makes using this generating Matomo campaign tags URL very easy, and very makes it easy also for you to manage these Matomo tagged URLs without having to break your tagging strategy. So all you have to do is just visit this particular page for this tool. You can find the URL in the description if you're watching from YouTube. If you're not watching from YouTube, let's say from LinkedIn or other social media platform, you can find the link to this tool in the comment section. So all you have to do is just click on the button. The tool is free to use, it's free to access. You don't have to give up your email address or spare $1. So all you have to do is just click on the file, then make a copy for yourself. You can give it whatever name you want to give it for organization purposes. You can put it in your folder also, then make a copy for yourself. Then boom, now you have a copy for yourself and your team. Now, I'll walk you through the step on how to make use of the tool. So the step one here is just the UTME builder. This is where you build out the UTME, your Matomo UTME tags. So please, any part you see, don't touch anything, or you see something like automatic on it, please don't delete anything here. They run on some calculations that makes work easy for you to do. So then there's a builder detail. This is where you insert your traffic source that you intend using, the medium you intend using, the campaign you intend using, the ID you intend using, and the group, which is what Matomo calls the group as your audience in your campaign. Let's say, for example, you're trying to target e.g. customers, or is it retargeting, or so like a group of your audience your campaign is targeting. So you put that here, and you put in the placement. Let's say, for example, showing on sidebar or newsfeed or home banner, type of placement you're trying to do. For, let's say, for example, for Facebook, it might be a sidebar ad, it might be a newsfeed, it might be the audience market. So you can also make use of that. So you can put those here also. Then the owner details is where you manage your team. Please, as I said earlier, anything that has, don't touch anything here. Please don't touch anything in that column. So let's say, for example, you want to manage your team, you come here, you delete, boom, then you see automatically everything gets cleared out here. So let's say, for example, I put in my team, let's say you have a John Doe in your company, you put the John Doe, it generates the owner details here. If it has no emails, it tells you the user have no email. But if you want to insert the email, you put in, let's say, for example, john@example.com. So you can see now the email has been generated. So you can add more department if you want. Let's just assume let's just assume that in my team we have these different departments. So you can always select the department here, and you can always select active or archive. Archive means the person does not have access to this worksheet or is not part of your team anymore. So you can create the UTME builder details. You can add TikTok here. Let's say, for example, I want to add TikTok. Let's say, for example, I want to add influencer here. And let's say my campaign is going to be summer campaign 2022. And let's say, for example, my campaign ID is going to be meet the influencer 22. And let's say, for example, my group is going to be let's say I don't have any particular group in mind, and my placement is going to be, let's say, feeds, news, feed. So what then happens is, when I come to this part, I'll have this information. So one thing you have to do is once you land on the place, please delete everything from here. Don't touch this part that says UTME tagged, this particular part. Please don't touch these two columns. They run on automatic calculation. So delete this part so you can start afresh. So you see everything gets deleted automatically. If you see it, everything gets deleted automatically for you. And once you delete it. So let's say I want to select the John Doe. You now have to put in, let's say my landing page is example.com. And let's say, for example, I'm running on TikTok and the campaign medium is the influencer. My campaign name is Summer Campaign 2020, which I created before. You can see that once I created that, a UTME tag was generated automatically for me. So if I want to go ahead and add the campaign ID, and let's say, for example, I need that, I'll add that, then it keeps updating again. And you can see that the date has been assigned automatically for me, stating that this is when I created this UTME URL. So you can have like in a sense of documentation to know, okay, when was this created? So you can use that to go back to Google Analytics and check, okay, it was created in this day. That is why we can't see data for this UTME. So you can put in your keyword. Let's say you have a particular group that you have, you put that in. Let's say you have a placement which you have is newsfeed. So newsfeed get added without adding these remaining two, so that your UTME strategy, your Matomo tagging strategy will not be broken. So that is it for this part of the video. Then there's the owner details which you can customize. Then there's one beautiful part I like to talk about, which is the specific channel tab. So for example, while you're seeing something here, let's say I created a new one for, let me create a new one for Facebook. Let me put in the URL as example.com. Let's say it was created by John Doe. Let's say it's a organic post. Let's say it does not have it has a campaign name. Let's say its campaign name is design promotion. Now you'll be able to see Facebook here. So you can see it brings Facebook. So there's a URL for you here. It's very, very easy. Note to create a new one. Let's say, for example, I copy this. I want to create a new one for TikTok. I duplicate it. Let me give it the name TikTok. You can do that by right clicking in the particular cell. So this is just for you to view, to see your Matomo tagging strategy for a specific channel. So you click on the notes like this part, the first cell. It tells you that copy this formula from here to this part, copy it, then go to the in the cell L4, which is this cell here, paste it there, then change the Facebook in the formula to your preferred campaign source. Let's say, for example, I want to use in TikTok here. And you see that everything we have is going to be TikTok right now. If I had a new one for TikTok here, let's say I create a new one for TikTok. Let's say I use the same example.com/about. Let's try this. Let me just put that here. Let's say I use TikTok again. And let's say this time is organic. I'm not influencer. Let's say my campaign name is Design Promotion 2020. Now you're able to see that here again. So by default, automatically, you see what you are doing for your TikTok tagging strategy. So you can have a view for your TikTok easily without having to do extra customization to it. So you can create more and more for a particular channel that you want to view for. So that's just how the Matomo URL Builder worksheet works. This video is brought to you by Dumb Data. It's a free analytics resource hub that provides you with resources that helps you succeed with your measurement goals and helps you get better with measurement. We have free resources in the areas of event listeners, data studio templates, and implementation worksheet. We also have training coming up to help you succeed with implementations. So for the listeners, we have different listeners for you to track different interactions and conversions of different tools you have on your website. For example, let's say the pop-in pop-up, we have over 35 plus event listeners for Optimonster, pop-ups, Zofim chart, Crips chart, Pure chart, Ninja forms, Gravity form, Wistia, Intercom, Calendly, Drip forms, Elementor forms, Jivo chart, a lot of different interaction tools on your website. So this is like the stuff for the different event listeners. Then for worksheet, I have a lot of worksheets on the site, from GA4 migration worksheet to GA4 and GA3 data comparison to campaign URL builder to PWIC Pro to UTME builder to micro. There's a lot, and we have more coming your way in this space. And also dashboard, you have a lot of free dashboard I can make use of, from GA4 dashboard to Invest Analytics dashboard, to also YouTube Analytics dashboard. We have more that's coming your way here. So you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you can follow us on social media, on LinkedIn, to stay up to date with our updates on dumb data. And you can also subscribe to our newsletter. It's a bi-weekly email. Sometimes we send it twice in a week, twice in a month, or once in a month, or once in a week. So it's just for us to keep you up with what we are doing and what is up to date with what is happening in the measurement space. So thank you for your time. Until then, happy measuring. Thank you.